Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Charnel. So I'm opening the vlog. So this is just spending a bookish weekend with me. I have like bookish activities going on. I think I already started showing you guys, like I went to the library and stuff. But right now I am going to my neighborhood park. They're doing, I don't know if you guys heard of Reading Rhythms. I think they're nationwide, but they do like silent reading parties and stuff. So they're collabing with our city's library system to do an in the park, like signing up for library cards and like you can read. So I brought my picnic blanket and stuff. I'm walking over. It's literally my neighborhood park, so it's like a 5-minute walk. So I'm walking over there, and I'll show y'all what I'm reading when I get there. So I'm home. It's the next day. So yesterday I went to the Reading Rhythms. What do they call it? Pages in the Park. Yeah, it was Pages in the Park. So it was like, you know, the silent reading party. It was like 3 hours, 2.5 hours ish. And I didn't finish the books that I was reading there, but I finished it by the time it was nighttime. So my son went to bed early and my husband was busy, so I was like, oh, boo-hoo, let me read. And I finished 2 books. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 2 books. And I have started another book. So, but I'll talk to y'all about that when I started it again in the next vlog. But yeah, so yesterday they gave me this library tote, and it's like good quality. It's not that paper thin stuff. It's like a real canvas bag. So this Reading Rhythms, they partnered with the library, and the library had their table booth set up there. I don't think I got footage of that. And yeah, so I did a $20 donation, and I got this library tote, but they had other ones in partnership with Reading Rhythms, but they were like the thinner totes that wear out very easy, and I wear my totes a lot. I have a lot of totes, but I wear them all. But yeah, so this is the good quality ones I can put some books in, okay? This is gonna turn into my library tote, because the one I have now that I take to the library, like I only put library books in it. I'm at the library like a lot. It's very thin. Yeah, it's just one of those really thin see-through ones, but it has my library's name on it because my branch is the newest branch, so they had like a whole thing when they opened. Anyways, yeah, so this is the tote I got. I made a $20 donation, so it's technically $20, but it's a donation, so that doesn't count. Okay, so these are the 3 books I showed y'all that I was read that I brought to the reading party. And even though this is the smallest book, I have not finished it. It's kind of a sad, very, very sad read. It's a poetry book. And it's a library book, actually, but it's very sad. This is my first Ocean Vuong book, and everybody I know that reads his work loves his work. So he does poetry, but he has novels too. Like his most recent one is it The Emperor of Gladness? I think it's The Emperor of Gladness, and the cover is like a person kind of, but it's like shadowed like this. Yeah, so this is it's very sad. I don't know. I think I'm kind of falling out of the mood with it, but this isn't due until the first or second week of October, so maybe I'll jump back into it. But I've gotten pretty far in it. It's only like 90 pages. I've gotten to like page 20 something. Yeah, the poems are just very like, oh, that's sad. Like, you know, like, so it's just kind of a tough read. So, but yeah, but I did finish The Revisioners by Margaret Wilkerson Sexton, and I gave it, in my head, I'm giving it like a 3.75, but I rounded up to 4 stars. Like, the beginning started off strong. The ending was a really good ending, and in the middle I was just losing interest. Like, I tried the audiobook and everything because like I don't want to DNF this. I don't know. I think it was just a lot of flashbacks, which is fine. Y'all know I love historical fiction, but I don't think it was enough of the present day descendant, if that makes sense. So it's a family saga. But yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but there was this something that happened in the middle. Like that started disconnecting. I'm like, wait, what am I reading? Like, what? I'll have to go back and reread certain parts because I think it was like flying over my head. But by the end, I really did like it. So yeah, 3.75, but like, I just rounded up to 4 stars. And then I finished this one. So We Are Haunting by Tyreek White. And this is a solid 4 stars. Yeah, solid. This was, I don't know how to explain this. So this is another family saga. And it has a little bit of magical realism in it. And I think The Revisioners has some touches of magic in it too. But I wouldn't say magical realism for this, but it was just like, if you talk to your elders in your family, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they're, you know, to survive slavery times, our ancestors use, and Jim Crow times, you know, they use hoodoo, voodoo, whatever you want to call it, root work, whatever you want to call it, to survive. I'll put it like that, so that's what this family used. I wouldn't say it was magical realism, but this one is sort of similar. But the way the author wrote it, it was, I would say it's like a little bit of magical realism. So this one is another family saga, but in this one, so the mom, so it follows a mom who has passed away, but that's not our spoiler. She has passed away, but we're getting her origin story from like the 80s, or the 70s and 80s, before she had the kids. And in present day, her son Kali and then his sister Toya, we're getting his story. Like, it's the aftermath. So you're getting like her origin story, and then we get to Kali's scenes, or Kali's perspective, point of view. I always forget that term. We get to Kali's POV. It's the aftermath of her death. And so she has inherited abilities to where like she is seeing she can communicate and see dead people. It's not scary though. I know that the title sounds scary, but it's not scary. It's a very tender way because she's actually a doula, like a birth doula. So she's very in touch with like life, and you get that perspective of like how does she, like, she comes into her powers, I guess you could say, and then when you get to Kali's scenes, he's slowly starting to get that inherited ability to communicate and see the dead. So yeah, by the end, this was a very powerful read. Very, very powerful. The only thing is the font. I just did not like the font of this, so I started doing the audiobook too. And that really brought the story to life too, and I loved it. I need to look up more if he has more, if Tyreek White has more. I love the way he writes. It's very powerful writing, and yeah, I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. But yeah, so those are the 2 books that I finished in this vlog. I'm still working on this one, and I have started some other ones. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I know that was very quick, but it was just, you know, like the last weekend of summer. Today is basically the first day of fall officially, and it was nice. It was like in the 70s and stuff, but the sun was out, so, and I got to get some me time to go to my first Reading Rhythms party, or what, it's not a party, well, you know, reading in the park. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me on this vlog. I'm sorry it's a very short vlog, but I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.